Welcome to Ragnarok and Roll, a podcast where legends are forged and the gods shape the fates of mortals. Join us as we set sail into Midgard, a Viking Age setting for the Genesys RPG, where the frozen fjords meet fiery destinies, and prepare for epic battles in Francia, the cunning schemes of warlords, and the ancient mysteries, as our raiders carve their saga into the annals of history. Shields up, warriors, blades at the ready. Let the saga begin.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, assigned to Ragnarok Story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and rpgpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Don't worry, I have 6 soak and a shield. I'll be the shield maiden. They'll never get through me.
Famous last words.
I mean, if they get through me, then they have to meet my axe, and that honestly sounds much worse.
I'm like, did I make a handout for your Viking friends? I thought I did.
Don't know that you made a handout. I think you only
sent a long ass chat here.
Yeah, there was a chat, but not a sheet here. All right, got that.
Let's see.
So,
apparently,
so yeah, we should be.
Is beeping.
If you're running a shield, we should be good because I'm running a shield, so I'm like 3 defense.
You're at 3 defense? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, shield. Shield and chainmail.
Chainmail gives you 2 defense?
No, the shield gives you 2.
The shield gives you 1 unless you're running the fucking tower shield.
I got a large shield.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just have a regular shield. Because
I'm surprised as a berserker that you even have a shield. So
shield and axe.
So he needs a 2 on something to get worked up.
Yeah.
Well, I figured right. I figured you were gonna go great axe.
Nah, 1 extra damage.
I don't even have a melee weapon.
What?
That's fair. We'll loot you one.
Yeah.
But no, I have a shield and an axe. I have 6 soak, and the shield gives me 1 defense to help increase the effectiveness of the soak.
Yeah.
And then I want
soak.
Yeah, and I want that to be as effective as possible, so that my wounds last as long as possible. All 19 of them.
Jesus.
Yeah, you have no melee weapon now. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Did I miss something where we got extra experience or
no?
So when the shit hits the fan, when the shit hits the fan, one of you pulls out a dagger and hands it to him and says, "Don't die."
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I just hide behind him.
I mean, I might have a weapon or 2. I got a Viking sword. I got an axe. I got a sax knife and a large shield.
I mean, did you not spend any of your silver on getting a weapon?
All 42?
Hey, that's more than I got. I got 7. And that's not after spending it. I just rolled a 7.
Yeah, but you got a bow, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you don't have a weapon. You got a bow. I mean,
I said I don't have a melee weapon.
You're murdering people with melee weapons from 100 yards away.
Yeah. No, but yeah, the Opdogger, They really don't get much. Ooh, leather armor and a short bow.
And this is why you're going off to Francia to go get more loot.
Right. Most people
I
only start with leather.
I got the navigation kit and everything, but yeah.
I have leather armor, an axe, and a shield, or a great axe.
Yeah.
And then one Lugasop.
Yeah, most people start with just like leather or less. So I mean,
yeah, I mean, I'm fine with the leather armor. I mean,
I'm a leader, so I got chained. So
who elected you leader?
Nobody elected me leader.
No, I actually have a sex.
He was born leader, wasn't he?
Yep.
I mean, the question is, do you want to be one of the leaders? I mean, I can always bump off an NPC if you want to take that spot as second in command.
We're young. We'll let them play their games.
Let's see. What weapon? I can get a knife. Ooh.
Hey. Knife's a knife. I
was going to get a spear later.
As he shoots a guy and says, "That's my spear."
Yeah. Kevin, did you pick up extra XP or silver from the god stuff?
No.
Oh, well.
What god stuff?
What
the entire chunk on gods. You can choose to have minorly annoyed or majorly pissed off a god and get some extra XP or silver for it.
I mean, I won't tell you who, but I know somebody's pissed off some gods on the boat.
I'm pretty sure it's all of us.
Yeah, if you took a serious misdeed, you can get 500 silver and 10 starting XP.
Let's see. Chris is out of favor with Balder.
By a long shot. Yeah, I made up drinking.
I'm sorry, I read about Balder. He just seems like a dickhead anyways.
Every singing competition, your buddy there fails.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm very out of favor with Heimdall.
Never put him on watch. He doesn't notice anything.
Mm-hmm. David doesn't have anything in his public bio about who he's out of favor with.
Nope. None of your business. You're just a commoner.
I mean, he's definitely a liar and a coward, but...
Ooh. And right out of the bat, first flashback before you set sail, all of a sudden you guys are knifing each other.
Right?
So just to give you a quick rundown of your Viking Raider crew that you're with on your Kravi longship, which, by the way, you can all see your stats on the ship. Don't burn the ship down because it'll be a long walk home. So your leader is Bjorn Ironhand. He is the primary leader of your ship's expedition. You got 3 other ships in the raiding party, but y'all are expected to just do your own thing and fill your own ship with loot. He is a seasoned warrior with a reputation for being both ruthless and strategic. Wisdom and ferocity. He is driven by a desire for glory and wealth, and his leadership style is authoritarian. He believes in striking fear into enemies and allies alike to maintain control. He's totally the backhand kind of guy. And the one conflict point with Bjorn is his approach often leads to unnecessary bloodshed, causing tension with his second command, Eric. Eric the Wise. Eric is known for his tactical brilliance and diplomatic skill. He prefers to use cunning and negotiation over brute force, often seeking to form alliances and gathering intelligence. Eric's methods sometimes clash with Bjorn's, creating a power struggle within the group. Eric believes that Bjorn's methods are reckless and jeopardize the long-term success of the raids, leading to frequent arguments and a divide amongst the followers. Yes, y'all are the followers. And no, the 2 of them did not grow up in the same community, but you got put on the same boat, thanks to their fathers thinking they would work great together. This is what happens when two Viking guys like each other. They assume their boys will be of same mind and will come home with lots of gold for everybody.
Okay.
And you guys, as a group, may want to pick which one of these two leaders you choose as your chosen leader, because quite a few times on your ship, it literally gets into a two groups team up and they growl and snarl at each other as deciding which tactic to take. There's not been bloodshed between them yet, but you totally know that Bjorn's management style is to totally, shank a bitch to make a point. So eventually a crew member might go down at Bjorn's hand. And it would just be sad if it was Eric. Then we've got Thora the Shield Maiden. Thora is a fierce fighter known for her skills with a shield and axe. She's loyal to Bjorn, but respects Eric's intelligence.
And she's my aunt.
Aha. And we're all sure when we say Eric's intelligence, there's air quotes there. Then we have Gunnar the Strong. He is a berserker, a massive warrior who fights with unmatched ferocity. He wears bear pelts and enters a battle rage. Gunnar is fiercely loyal to Bjorn. He is okay with the smashing a guy after he's down. Then we have Håkon Swiftfoot. Håkon's quick and agile, excelling in reconnaissance and tracking. He often sides with Eric, valuing his tactical approach. Then we have Astrid the Healer. She's skilled in the healing herbs and first aid. Astrid tends to the wounded. She remains neutral in the conflict between Bjorn and Eric, focusing on her duties. And by the way, I will totally tell you, Astrid will be spending as much time at either camp or on the boat as possible. Because, it's kind of important to keep her alive. Then we have Ragnar the Bold. A dependable warrior who follows orders without question. Ragnar respects strength and is more inclined to support Bjorn. But notice he is inclined. He is not a staunch follower. Then we have Sigrid the Silent, a quiet and skilled archer. Sigrid prefers to stay in the shadows. She supports Eric's cautious strategies. I worry about her. She's going to shank somebody in the dark with a bow. And then we have Leif the Young, an eager and inexperienced fighter. Leif is still trying to prove himself. He is torn between the two leaders, admiring Bjorn's strength and respecting Eric's wisdom. Yeah,
and he's my brother.
Let's not get. Oh, that's a good one. Let's not get Leif killed. Just saying.
I don't know if you read my notes section on my character sheet or not that listed the relationships.
Uh-huh. And you guys can totally, as is being described, you can jack some of these relationships because you come from like 3 tiny Viking communities, that all this flotilla, came and picked and chose warriors for. Then we have Kari the Fearless, known for her bravery in battle. Kari is a skilled swordswoman. She's loyal to whoever seems to have the upper hand at the moment. In other words, a good fighter and a fucking merc. And then we have
loyalty.
We have Skuld and the rest of the support staff. Skuld is a Skuld. Olaf the Skuld. Olaf entertains and boosts the morale of the raiding party with his songs and his tales. He remains neutral in the leadership conflict, using his wit to stay out of trouble. Yes, he totally throws out stories that support both sides of the argument, because you can't lose. I'll bring up both the Loki perspective and the Thor perspective, and I don't fail either one of you. And then Thorvald the Builder. Let's not get him killed. Responsible for maintaining the group's equipment and constructing siege tools. Thorvald tries to avoid taking sides in the conflict, focusing on his craft. Yes, he's totally going to be one of the party NPCs that just grunts and keeps hammering, whether it's metal or nails.
When you say focusing
Or
on
people.
his craft, does that mean the ship or his job?
That would be the ship and building things.
Okay.
So
Whatever
that would
needs
be
built.
the
So-
ship, the weapons, fixing out any armor, anything he's stuck fixing. He is focused 100% on that, and will just give you a.
It's just because craft could have been used either way.
True. And that's just the NPCs.
Great.
Yeah, who's the Jarl?
Of the bow, technically,
Of the
it's
region.
going to
Why,
be.
it's you,
region.
good sir.
Because I'm the first cousin to the Jarl of the region.
Uh-huh.
But
So
you never named anybody.
we have not named the Jarl yet, because I was leaving that open if somebody wanted to actually be it. Because, you could totally be inexperienced and just not leader of the warband. Did you
Actually,
want me?
Oh.
Did you
No,
want
I'm
me to
just-
give you a Jarl, or did one of you want to be the guy?
Do it. Be the Jarl. But
Well, that's
No.
not the story I wrote, though. I'm first cousin to the Jarl of the region,
You could
whoever
always,
that may be.
So do you want me to make that Jarl?
Sure.
Okay.
We're just
you want-
rating lower rating bands, so
Yep. I mean, the Jarl's technically, not technically with you on this boat, so it shouldn't be that
no, I
much
know
of an
he's
issue.
not with us, but
Yep.
still got a relationship to him.
Same.
and you're going to make sure everyone knows it.
Of course he is.
It's going to be fun to name drop.
Well, when you're, cousin of, people tend to know.
Yeah. I'm nobody. I'm just trying to redeem my family name.
Oh.
I'm not really done with my character's backstory, but yeah.
What?
I don't know. Someone had to work.
Well, for taking a thing class, that made more sense to have been somewhere in the family Jarl line somewhere.
No. Okay, hold on. Oops. What did
Now
I
I'm
just
totally
do?
waiting for him to say, I'm the Jarl.
No.
No.
Oh,
No,
well,
I'm the
that's fine.
Jarl.
But
Absolutely not.
and I updated for you there, Joseph, my character sheet.
Oh, you put your stuff in. I don't have my stuff in the public facing part either.
Well, I don't have all the numbers or anything, but
Oh, you're in favor. So, Odin is favoring you. Oh man,
Oh.
yep.
you didn't go with extra XP. You just went
I
with
did.
I'm. Then how do
I
you have
did.
favor?
Because of knowledge of the Allfather.
Oh,
A
a
talent?
talent.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. I took what was it? The hammer? Strength of the hammer.
Yeah, so it gives you luck with Odin. Plus several skills. I mean, it was kind of a nice one. It gives you knowledge, Asgard knowledge, navigation, and Viking. So, but who I might be out of favor with, well, we don't discuss that. Pulled my name from my
Hey, Jim's back.
my ancestry tree, apparently. So, because apparently I'm related. I'm up from the Viking area up there. and have a bunch of family from like Switzerland and Norway and all that,
You mean Sweden?
Sweden and all that Viking land.
Yeah, you said Switzerland.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Switzerland, Sweden.
Same
It's
thing.
all the
What are
all
we
the
watching?
same area. Same stuff.
It's like, are we in Trading Places or something?
All similar stuff.
I've got some Scandinavian blood in me too, by way of France and England and Ireland.
Oh yeah.
I am Prussian, so
Yeah, a little bit of little Scottish. So we apparently made it down that way enough.
Does Prussian just stand for puny Russian?
yeah, pretty much. No, I mean like the German, Germany.
The
and
Prussian
Poland.
Empire.
Yep.
Yeah.
My last name comes from a Norwegian farm. It means evil place because it was like 2/3 rock and horrible ground, and
Okay.
the other third was trees.
Yeah, one of my one-step genetic distance markers, Nicholas Bjorn Wick,
Nice.
Wiik.
Okay.
Which is funny because I never really understood the Wick fully when I've seen it in the Monty Python like titling. Yeah, and
Okay. I do not know how to pronounce my family's original last name, but here's how it's spelled.
Oh goodness.
Ugh.
It's a good thing they shortened that to Mirak.
Yeah, how do you pronounce that?
right?
Yeah, that's how you know you're from the fucking Slavic lands. Jesus Christ. No name should have a Z.
Yeah, but you have to remember,
Or an
like,
R
Polish
right after an
language-
M.
In the Polish language, Z's not pronounced.
I'm not talking about pronunciation. I'm just talking about just looking at that name.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
Z
that's-
should not be in there.
I listened to it over and over and over for like 30 minutes.
A
Like,
C followed by 2 K's later on? What?
Yeah.
Fucking choose your phonemes correctly, you fucking weirdos. Anyone
can't-
listening from Eastern Europe who has Slavic ancestry, I am so sorry that the Eastern Orthodox Church introduced the Cyrillic language, which turned into these ridiculous fucking names to you motherfuckers.
So I have a buddy who has a Slavic name. I know how to pronounce it, but in my phone, it's his first name and his last name is hard to spell.
His first name's hard to spell and his last name's hard to spell.
No, it has his first name and his last name is hard to spell.
Oh,
So it's like Larry, hard to spell.
nice.
Okay.
I mean, I can say it, but there's no way.
It's like Runich. Yeah. I didn't know. Apparently, I have a cousin or something that's a newscaster in Canada, but
Bonchkowski.
Runichkovsky or something like that. Again, I have no idea.
And Olaf Siffer.
Oh, I forgot to put one of the R's in there.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, well, that explains. That's why we're
that's
having
why
so
it's
much
so
trouble.
hard.
Now it makes so much more sense.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the fact that there's an M and an R with no vowel in between them.
Yeah, because it's Mr. Anshu.
Yeah. Yes, needless to say, my great uncle changed it during World War II because he got fed up with trying to put it on on his army forms.
Sure. Yeah.
So he changed it
Not enough fucking room on the dog tag.
pretty much.
Yeah, a whole bunch from Sweden and Norway.
He needed 4 dog tags. One for the name and then
The rest for the last name.
yeah. Okay. Yep. So I think I'm gonna go with that.
You put in the information about Ragnar.
Yeah, I put it. Well, I just. Yeah. Do.
There you go, Jim. Now there's another plot tie or another character tie-in to one of the
It's
NPCs.
even worse. It's gonna get worse.
You act like that's a bad thing.
I'm just trying to figure out how he pissed off Loki.
That probably. That's probably
I
not
mean,
that
you,
difficult.
you take after Loki the most. You could piss off someone else and then take the talent that makes Loki like you.
No, I had to take that the strength of the hammer so I could get light melee. No. No, he's a follower of Thor, so I mean that might in itself be enough.
Well,
He wants the hammer.
Yeah. Okay. What happened to my? Damn it. Okay.
So are we all ready to roll now?
Well,
probably.
other than icons, if we need them.
Okay. No, we'll just leave it at that for now. I'll fix it later.
So as you are telling everybody who your character is and what you know about each other after a 2-month voyage following the coastline down to Francia, I will be making your icons. How about that? And you all have pictures on your character sheets, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so who wants to start, or shall I just call somebody out?
Not the guy that can't pronounce his family's real last name.
Then I will totally go with Havgut.
Hefgut Fistbane. His grandfather was a seer, an oracle, or whatever. But he always came up with bad omens and portents, and earned the displeasure of the Jarl of his time and was discredited and shamed. And then his father squandered the family wealth trying to get into trying various get-rich-quick schemes, stupid investments, until finally we went into debt with this Jarl to get a fishing boat, which Hefgut was born on. He was born in the fishing boat and dedicated to oh God, what's his name? Why can't I think of the names? The god I pissed off.
Balder.
Balder, yeah, as the god of navigation. He even got a nice tattoo on his chest. And then when he decided that fishing sucked, it wasn't making us money quickly enough, I need to become a raider. I signed up to be a raider and switched loyalties to a different god and made up a kind of a silly drinking song about Balder, which really pissed him off. And so I may know how to sail a boat, but the sea doesn't cooperate with me very much. And so I'm a low-ranking member of the crew because I come from a really, really low-caste family.
And the moral of the story is that don't make up songs about the gods.
Yes.
That are not flattering.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm happy to be with you, fellas. Let's go make a lot of money.
Let's go make a lot of money.
Go increase your status.
Increase my status, buy out my debt. Yeah.
And more importantly, make lots of money.
Yeah.
Right.
And
like
glory.
That helps with your status.
Because that's how trickle-down economics work.
Yep. So Hagen Helvig, young gentleman. He's first cousin to Jarl Sigrid Ironbow. He gets along quite well with the Jarl and his family. He has led his first raiding party and on a village, a small village and that, but the soldiers were quite fierce, and unfortunately he was the sole survivor of the battle, but was able to have a great victory and was able to claim the soul treasure and a silver chalice that was in the village. And basically being sent back out on the raiding party under the leader, under these two, to gain some additional skills and leadership.
Think about it. You get 2 different management styles.
Exactly.
Jim, I think you assigned me to the wrong token there, bud.
I may have.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry, work in progress.
Yeah, that's me.
No, it's me now.
I can move them. Hey.
No, what I think it is because his character sheet has everyone has access to it, because I made sure before he even got in the lobby
Oh.
that
Yeah, no, I have. Yeah, I can look at everybody's crap.
see, now you can't control it, I'm betting, or once you refresh your screen.
I can't, yeah.
No, yeah, I had access to absolutely everything.
Same.
I didn't look too much.
So who wants to go next?
I guess I'll just go. My character's, Dagon Astor. He is, his adopted father is Ragnar the Bold, or Bald.
Ooh.
He's probably both. Yeah, it's like, his family was killed in a raid, and he's got green eyes, and so they thought he would be it was an omen, because it means good luck, fertility, and some other weird pagan shit.
Wow.
So they thought he was an omen, so that, Ragnar took him home, and he was more interested with hunting than fighting, and learned how to navigate and operate boats. And that's all I got right now. Loki is very happy with him.
Navigating is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his name, roughly translates to Shadowhawk.
I'm Bjork's son, which roughly translates to Bjork, the son of Bjork. Pretty self-explanatory. Bjork's great-grandfather was an Opdagger who never discovered anything. The debts he took on to fund his explorations kind of outlived him, and his son kind of was forced into indentured servitude for the Jarl to repay the debts. His grandfather Bjork was released from his servitude after a rival Jarl attacked the town, and he saved the current Jarl's family. After gaining his freedom, he joined the Vikinger and went raiding in the east, and he did so well that he amassed plenty of money and was able to restore all honor to his family name and everything like that. And his son did fuck all. And so he had to retire because his son died in his very first Viking raid. Just embarrassing. But he left behind 2 kids, Bjork and Leif. And so I am Bjork, and Leif the younger is Leif. Bjork is a huge man who's been trained to be a berserker by his grandfather from a young age, and primarily reveres Thor. And he
Yeah.
definitely pays attention at night when he's on guard duty and doesn't go and screw off because it's a joke of a job.
Totally a thing.
Anyway, Bjork is now joining his first raid alongside his younger brother Leif and his aunt Thora.
And dare I ask, how protective is he of his younger brother?
You saw what I put in the note.
Uh-huh. But what does the crew know?
Generally, he's very protective of his brother. Behind the scenes, I will make existence a nightmare for every NPC that fucks with him. They'll spring fully formed from Jim's mind, traumatized.
As we said, and there's going to totally be some flashbacks, by the way. As all of a sudden, there's this moment you guys see the beach. Frankie is ahead. You totally have been given you're going to be the first boat to go ahead and beach while the other two boats are beaching a little closer to a port town because they're totally not using you as a decoy. You're totally being used as a decoy.
Oh boy.
As you notice for like 2 days when you've been sailing south along the coast, you've had riders flanking you on the coastline, keeping an eye on you guys, watching your boats get closer. As your raiding leader from his boat totally sends signals and comes across and says to your leader that you will beach here, and we will go a few leagues further and beach. And then the last ship will land at the port town of the Frankians that's up ahead. And then you will all come join us after you get rid of your straggling friends there. And if you feel lucky, there is in fact, and of course they point up, you see on this little hill, there's a small little village up there. Looks like maybe some goat herders village. Nothing. There's the single steeple of a church in the little village. As you guys totally know you're being relegated to grunt work. There's this like collective sigh in the crew as you guys sit down to your oars to start rowing to shore as soon as you can, and you see a little circle of Frankish, I guess we could call them resistance, as they start forming up on the beach, seeing your boat turn about and spearheading right towards the shoreline. And thankfully, it is a beautifully clear day. So, of course, you can totally see the rocks and safely avoid them. And is anyone taking any key positions on the boat as you're getting ready to beach? Or are you just grabbing the oars?
Yeah, I guess I'm probably a lookout.
Okay.
Let's
If
see.
you're
Yeah, I
on-
guess
I don't have any amazing perception, so wouldn't be doing lookout.
I don't either right now, but well, I mean,
I only have 2 green, so.
As our lookout, do me a favor, give me a perception roll. As you guys are hearing Olaf doing his drumming, and the oars are starting to hit, and you guys are getting the stroke, as the spray of water and excitement of hitting the first real lands that you are open for raiding and pillaging, because that's what y'all do. This is summer vacation.
Hell yeah.
I see jack shit.
As your lookout runs to the front and totally sticks his hand over his eyes for the glare that's there, because it's midday sun, so the water is glaring back at you. As you see that there's rocks to the left, rocks to the right. Obviously, this is why you were told to hit this spot, because it's an open little channel to the beach there, with huge cliffs facing on the off to your left there, and a small rock off to the right over there blocking it. So there's plenty of room for your boat to come in, beach, or turn around and go back. As Bjorn is like, I expect when you hit the sand and feel the ship lurch to jump up and cut the throats of all the Frankians you see. Bring their weapons back to the boat as our first spoils of blood. And you totally see Eric kind of cringing at that, and he's just like, we should get some intelligence and maybe raid that town. And Bjorn is like, cut their throats! I expect all of you to leap over the side of the boat as soon as we stop. Which, by the way, if you don't have good athletics, you may think that that's a poor idea. And there are ropes that you can throw over with knots, and you can climb down with a nice, safe, average athletics check, as opposed to the let's dive off the side of the boat and hit the sand. Granted, the closer to the water you get, the less fall damage you have to worry about. Smart people are looking at ropes and securing them and tying them in between strokes.
Yeah, rope.
As, everybody's got their weapons, loosened in their scabbards, and you're oaring. You see a small group kind of gathering at the beach that's some kind of resistance. And you take 2 strain from the glare. As I'm assuming you pass this along to your leader.
See.
As
Yes.
he looks at you and says, I can see that, as he points out. And he just, that's where your strain comes from, is the guy kind of gives you this look of like, I have both my eyes. I'm not blind. And Eric comes up and kind of pats you on the shoulder of good lookout, and gives you a curt nod as he goes and pulls his weapon loose from its scabbard to make sure it's ready, and grabs a shield, and he's getting ready to do some heroic leap off the boat shit.
Eric is?
Eric is thinking about it. He's totally going to use a ladder. And
As we
Eric,
get fairly close, I move to the front of the ship and prepare a rope.
Eric
I
kind of
just
like,
moved to the front of the ship.
as Bjorn is like, literally, he's pacing his steps to leap off the very front keel of the boat as soon as it stops. You can see he's just like totally apeshit crazy, ready to go. And Eric looks back, and you totally see him. He goes to the left-hand side of your ship as you're rowing and says, you guys go this way. Goes to the right-hand side of the ship and looks at you guys, lucky you guys, and says, you guys go that way. Protect the ship with at all caution, but go and do as our war chief demands and slit some Frankian throats. Don't any of you drown. The goddess Roan will take your spirits and you will be tormented forever. I mean, it's totally a thing. And as you guys are rowing, is there anybody doing anything special before you guys hit the beach?
I'm questioning why I can't move my character, but I can move Kevin and Dave's.
Probably because you're a pain in the ass.
And I can move Dave's, but I can't move Chris's.
I can move mine. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
I'm preparing to leap, but other than that, doing my job, keeping my head down. Don't want to stand out yet.
You're gonna.
I'm ready to leap right at the front.
You're gonna brazenly leap. Wow.
Yeah, I'm coming down the rope.
Yeah. Rope.
The rope is definitely safer. Remember, because if you're jumping off, it's fall damage.
He's a 5 brawn.
Some people.
So no, I'm not. But
No, Joseph is.
yeah. But I mean, it makes sense for the berserker to leap.
Is he down in his mushrooms?
No, that doesn't matter right now. Also, it doesn't matter right now.
Why is my character sheet?
Those are for an emergency.
Because I just took away access to everyone having your character sheet and gave it to you specifically.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
why other people can move each other's tokens, because When I gave y'all character sheets, I all just gave them open permission for everybody.
Yeah.
So that way I didn't have to actually wait for you to log in. I could just say free for all and figure it out.
Yeah, I can still screw around with Bjork's and son.
And I can still screw around with yours.
Yep.
Well,
Now
as
I
soon
can.
as you refresh, it should go away.
Yeah.
So is it clear that most people are going to be using the rope? It's not like we're going to stand out.
Many folks are using the rope. Not only a few of the berserkers are going to be stupid enough to jump off the boat because who wants to take the damage before
Excuse you.
fight? As most sustained members of your crew say that.
Yeah, I'm leading the way with the rope.
Okay, as you guys see a bunch of Frankian, there's some kind of fighters because they do seem to have some decent weapons and things. As it would have been great to get a little more intel there. As the boat slams into the sand and you feel the boat lurch and rise, obviously he gets a good purchase in the sand. And you see the warriors on the shore come rushing out. There's a couple groups of them. There's about a little more than 2 handfuls, as a bunch of the warriors come piling off on the left side of the ship, and they're like doing their little, getting worked up, getting berserk.
I still don't have control over my character.
Your sheet or your mini?
Yes.
You don't deserve control.
Who is your mini?
Bjork's son.
That one.
Yeah, the one that I can't move.
The one I'm moving around.
I also
That's
can't
because
access my character sheet.
that would be an important thing to know.
Mm-hmm.
Try it now.
Oh, I can't move him now.
Yep, I can move him now.
Ugh, that's ugly. All right.
As you can, of course, pick to where you guys want to drop off the ship because there's plenty of ropes moored to different spots. You guys got your equipment. They're rushing towards the beach going, ah! As we get a bunch of lunatics coming off from their side of the ship on the other side.
Woohoo!
I don't think anyone's going to break their neck per se. Couple of them
Wow.
take some
Why are they rolling difficulty dice?
because they're climbing down the rope.
Oh, losers. Wow. I don't have to roll against difficulty dice. I'm just jumping.
We actually have a ship icon, and that's all we get.
That's all you get for now is the red outline of your ship.
Squiggly outline.
Squiggly.
I found a ship for us. That's okay.
We'll get a better one once we raid.
Yeah.
All right. So we have to make rolls.
If you want to get off the ship, yep. So the question is, if you're using the rope, the difficulty is set.
Okay, what are we using? Coordination or athletics or?
You can use coordination or athletics. I'm giving you guys the option on that one.
Oh.
Jesus.
Ooh. Hagen, like, just one arm just down that rope like a mofo with 5 successes.
Mhm.
And takes one little strain as he hits the sand. Spoosh. Okay,
I mean-
I'm seeing good stuff here.
It takes a little work to look good doing that.
As looks like everybody successfully made it down to the ground.
Except for me. Let's see
Yeah.
what happens when I jump.
Does somebody
You
want to
face-
give that advantage there for half goof? Good. You have
Oh,
an advantage.
yeah. Oh,
I mean, Hagen's taking
should I
another.
go
Hagen's taking a strain, and you have an advantage.
okay. Yeah, I will.
You'll give him a blue.
Yeah.
He's been inspired.
To jump off the boat.
Okay, I've got your blue there.
Tuck and
As
roll.
Yep.
As he trips on the edge and face plants. Oh no! Look at that.
So that's
Guys,
one strain.
You dive off like a badass, and you take one strain. Jumping off a freaking boat, hitting the sand, and yes, you can put yourself anywhere within short distance of the boat with your dive off the fucking boat.
You're welcome.
And
Okay, Greg Gatus.
that was really fucking inspiring for everybody, by the way. And I should totally mark your 2 leaders in case, shenanigans want to be happening. Hooah! And that's a good time to say let's all roll.
On this.
Oh, somebody's already rolled. Ooh, dad. Do I need to delete that?
Yeah.
Okay, it's clear.
Yeah, nobody's rolled. Yeah.
Somebody was there. Go ahead and give me your vigilance or cool. I will give you your choice per person because you guys saw this conflict kind of coming.
Jesus.
That's so many advantage.
Right?
Listen, at the 1 success tier, we are going first. There's no way they outroll that.
Yeah, my cool and vigilance both the same, so it doesn't matter.
Wow.
My vigilance is 1 yellow. My cool is 2 green. Since triumphs mean nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured you had to have something, an ugly stat being 5.
One willpower. But don't worry. If I take the Flugsop, I get bonuses to discipline.
It's all right. I got 3 3s because I needed presence and willpower. So
there you go.
As a leader.
You need to inspire men. That's your thing.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys hit the sand. All kinds of battle cries are going out on both sides. The Frankians are speaking their weird language that sounds like bird chirps to your Norse ears. Your Vikings are belching your words that sound offensive to the Frankians' ears. As Jesus Christ, you guys look and you see your friend Bjork just dive off the edge of the boat and go flying with his weapons through the air with little saliva battles hitting your back.
To be fair, it was a failure. It was an attempt at a flying tackle.
So who's going first? And these are 2 guys in each dot, by the way. They're warrior types.
I'd like to go first.
Go ahead.
Bjork has got 2 warriors in front of him.
Since I'm already here, I'm going to go ahead and aim and fucking beat the shit out of this guy.
These guys totally have shields and short spears. They're trying to look at each other, and they're just like, ah! You hit the ground right in front of them, and they totally pull those shields up to save their asses, they hope.
They hope.
They hope. And I will give you a blue for that spectacular landing.
Nice. And I'm aiming, so.
And you're aiming for a second blue.
Superhero landing.
And I've got your 2 blue in there. Hold on. Apparently their shields were not ready, but that's okay.
If you want to roll a black die.
Nah. We will say that they were not at the ready when you came flying through the air for, what is that, 9 points?
10 damage and a crit.
Oof. As the first one gets cut down when you swing that axe, what does it look like to your compatriots? You berserk
8 for an
motherfucker.
axe? I show 5 for an axe, or did I misnumber it?
But what is brawn?
The axe is 3 plus brawn.
He has a 5 brawn.
His rippling muscles bring the axe down on the first guy, and what
It's-
does everyone see?
3 plus brawn?
Yeah. Axe is 3 plus 2-handed is plus 4.
Yep. So I miscalculated on mine, so it's so I'm 6, not 5. There we go.
Yeah, so it's like the 2-handed has pierce, but like I'll take having
shield.
some defense over pierce.
Well,
It is nice to have a
vicious.
little shieldy.
They both
Yeah,
have vicious.
Oh well,
Yeah.
It's an
just-
axe.
Yeah, the
The
pierce
nature of
too.
the beast.
Yeah.
Just
But no,
the sheer
so-
size, gives it that pierce.
But anyway, so this is all one fluid motion. I dive off the ship. I don't make it for a flying tackle, so I tuck and roll. And then as I come out of the roll, my axe just comes slashing up and takes the first guy's head right off.
And what do you want for those 4 advantages?
I think a crit is reasonable.
What does it look like when your backhand hits the other guy? That's correct.
It's just that. I fucking cleave through the first guy's neck, and then I bring it back around, and I just right into the temple of the other guy with the back end of the fucking axe.
Oof. As both of them go down.
Nice. And then the last blue, I'm gonna give a mighty roar and pass off a blue to the next one of us to go.
He has roared and given you guys the opening you're hoping for. Okay.
Follow that up, guys.
Over here, this guy comes out.
Of course.
He starts fighting with your leader who jumped off and did not jump as well as somebody else did. Your Bjorn looks at you and he nods. It's the power of the name with the B in it.
Mm-hmm.
Bold,
The BJ.
mighty.
It's the power of the BJ.
So, not going there.
So this guy draws his weapon, and Pretty Boy runs up to the guy who just slaughtered 2 of his warriors and has a problem with that.
Let's go, buddy boy.
And what's
Got
your
1 defense.
1 defense. Okay. He looks at this berserker that flew through the air, and he kind of gives you like he's got a really large shield and kind of gives you like a salute with his sword as he's running towards you. And he is swinging for the fences. Let me see if we got anything special here. Nope. No special stuff. Just a big shield to hide behind.
Oh, specials.
Well, if he had his horse, it would be way better. But he got off his horse when they saw the boat coming. Oh!
Missed.
But he missed.
Ah, major miss.
Also, you don't have the damage and crit rating
Yep.
put in correctly.
Yeah, it's coming up as a 0s. But it doesn't matter, because he swings that sword, and our berserker has that shield that just takes it like a champ. As he
Nice.
proceeds to smash into you with his large shield, you blocked his sword, he brings shield to shield. With the momentum of his run, he's going to use the 3 advantage to knock you prone.
Knocking you on your ass.
Oh,
I see my
And-
next sword.
And while you're prone,
did you guys notice there's a whole lot new token button things?
a whole bunch
in
new
120
ones.
now?
Well,
Like a whole bunch.
I also added a bunch that came as free GM stuff.
You can add them now?
Yeah, you can add them. There's some animated ones too, but I don't want to screw up the lobby with that because they slow shit down a lot.
Oh yeah, the little
Yeah. And for that triumph, he's going to swing a boot into your exposed hand with the axe, and he's going to disarm you.
Oh.
Wow, how rude.
as he kicks that bloody axe out of your hand and says something in Frankian that you can't quite understand. But he's really just saying, no quarter was given to my men, so no quarter will be given to you, heathen. By God's grace, I will be victorious. And these guys are swinging back and forth on each other. And who's going next?
I will go next.
You just saw your barbarian do some amazing shit, then a guy comes up and just knocks him to the ground.
I mean, I was going to go to the two guys, but since he got his knocked on his ass and weapon, I guess I need to.
What about my weapon?
So
I've still got my main weapon in my hand.
Your shield?
Yeah,
It is a weapon.
I took the shield slam talent.
I don't have that yet, but I have my shield loaded. So, yeah. So it's really sad. The Viking sword. It's like inferior 1, so it's like 1 less damage, and it's 1 threat. So why would you use that? Even though it's a crit 2.
It's
but it's a crit
basically
2.
your great-grandfather's sword that was been left at the farm for too long.
Yeah, it's like, well, and
It was used to till that farm.
Well, and it's like iron instead of steel. So, but like I said, I see my next sword right there.
I mean, I do joke, historically speaking, since when did the Vikings ever have inferior swords?
Yeah. So we will be swinging with a axe.
And he looks at your axe swing, and he's just like, yoink! Oh, and his last one is giving himself a blue for his next turn. He's cocky.
Yeah.
Okay, he turns to you with that axe coming. He is gladly putting that shield between you and him.
Alrighty.
He does not want to die. Oh, you're flipping a point. Look who's trying to make things happen quick. Okay, it's in there.
Ready?
Yep.
Remember, he has a blue from me.
Oh, wait, I did not remember that. You're right, that is in there. Okay, got it.
Alrighty.
Oof, this is gonna be the one that's hard to hit.
4 defense?
4 defense for his armor and his shield. As you swing your axe and he swings,
he must be in like plate or something.
He is in heavy armor. Yep.
Yeah.
He is totally sporting the fanciest armor you've seen ever, and he didn't even use his adversary because I forgot to put it in there.
Alright.
You're looking at his armor, thinking that your, Smith could totally melt that down into a dozen great weapons. As you swing and he just bashes your axe out of the way with his giant shield. But you still have 30 advantage.
Well, we're knocking him on his ass.
Oh. As you swing through so that way he is knocked to a knee.
Yep, swing through, and which allows me to kind of push forward with the shield and bump him to the ground.
Oof. As he's looking at the two of you and says something again in Frankia, which totally has the asterisk and translates, "You heathens fight well, but God is on my side."
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, who's going next?
You don't have Odin with you.
You poor
You want
Frank,
to, or
you
can
only
I?
have one god. We have
Go ahead.
many.
If you guys want to handle that duo.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna. Oh,
They seem very eager to join the fray.
Nah, Hagen and I got this guy.
Yeah, we'll get
I
him.
was gonna run up to that guy
Yeah, that duo.
and shove my spear through one of them like a fish.
Putting those skills to use.
All right.
Women love me. Fish fear me.
Exactly.
Wow.
They don't call me Fiskbane for nothing.
Okay, and are you taking some strain to aim, or are you just going all out?
Yeah, I'll take a. It's just one, right? One
It's
string
just
game.
one. Yep, it's a good time to do it.
Okay.
As
Yeah.
these guys see you coming, and they totally do that whole duet together with their shields, because they're just like, we're not going to let this spear guy kill us, because we're going to spear him when he misses us.
Shit.
That's the plan.
Too strained to aim.
Too strained to aim. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because it's an extra maneuver.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Pool is ready. Hey, you
Nice.
hit the guy.
I'll do it.
And can even crit if you want.
Just like a yes, please.
Yeah,
Just
that
like a
damage cannot be right.
It's supposed
Yeah,
to
the
be
damage-
+2, so it's going to be 5 damage because it's 2
wanna
plus
add your brawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, two. I just put in the weapon. I put 2 damage.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
2
no,
plus
it-
brawn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll
I don't know
definitely
how to
want to
do
add
that.
your brawn to it.
So
Yeah,
I
I've
just
just
do the math. Just
updated
put it 5.
But Hefkus,
Oh, okay.
you're
Oh, do the
mightier
math
than
yourself.
that.
Okay. I fixed it for next time.
Everyone knows Hefkus is
Thank you.
mightier than that.
Yeah.
As
6 damage and 4 advantage.
6 damage. So with your 6 damage,
Ooh. There should also be another blue because it's an accurate weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Chris, on your
So,
weapon, there's a modifiers
1B.
section. Put
Yes.
+1B.
Or
Just
one
1B
Thank
is all
you.
you have to do.
Yep.
You only
One-
actually have to put the minus if it's a minus, otherwise just 1.
And would
Okay.
you like to
Works.
roll 1 blue dice? Because this could
Yes,
make some
please.
difference.
More damage.
Or just more blues to pass around.
True.
Yeah.
Oh,
You have to click out.
sorry.
If
Okay.
the
Let me-
thing is doing that click, that blink, blink, it won't count.
Yeah. Okay. There it goes.
Hey.
Nice.
Okay.
Damn, 6 total advantage.
So just to let you know, the first guy, you thrust your spear under his shield and go right into his thigh for 6 points of damage. He is still alive but wounded. What would you like
Okay.
to do with your 6 freaking advantage? And remember, game mechanics wise, he's a minion, so if you crit, you kill him.
I mean, I might as well crit, and then I can
still have 2 to go,
still
so.
give a blue to the next person, right?
You could
Well,
give an
Give a blue
upgrade
to
to
the next 2
somebody.
people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Next 2 people,
Or to a person for 2.
Yeah, because you
Yeah,
could use
a
1 for the
specific
next
person,
person to
yeah.
go,
Yeah.
and
1 to
2
a single
for that
person.
guy.
Oh, I'll do one. I'll do 1 for the next person, 1 for the person after that.
Okay.
And
That's
don't
nice.
forget to take your blue dice back
Okay.
out.
So when you stick
Of the
this
top.
guy in the thigh and you twist the spear just right, what does it look like when you murdered him with what he thought for a second was just a flesh wound?
So, he thought for a second it was just a flesh wound until he sees the artery come out with the spear stuck on the spearhead and just snip and falls over as he bleeds out.
He looks all confident and then looks down and then he just turns instantly white as a ghost and just falls and crumples
Yeah.
to the ground and his friend is Qu'est-ce These Frankians, their words, they hurt your ears.
What is? What is?
I mean, it just proves they're not humans.
Okay, so you're passing a blue to the next person and then a blue to who? Because that would be the top of the order after that, right?
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't
Yeah,
it
so
just go to whoever goes?
next. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so these warriors, you killed his friends. Prepare to die. Do you have any melee defense?
I've got a shield. I think it's a 1 defense.
Okay.
If it's a regular shield, yeah.
And the spear says defensive 1. Does that count?
Oh, that does count. Those stack.
Oh,
No, they don't.
They don't stack.
Defensive quality does not stack from similar things. Shields and weapons are both weapons.
Okay. So I've got 1.
Okay. 1
Wait,
melee
what?
defense.
Why doesn't the shield or the spear defensive not count?
Well, you either use the spear defensive or the shield defensive. They're both weapons, and so
The
you
better
can't have
of.
defensive 1 and defensive 1 from things from the same category.
And
Okay.
leather armor only has soak, it doesn't have defense.
Yeah. But technically, a shield's a shield until you use it as a weapon.
It's
speaking of-
listed under
I
melee
think
weapons.
basically the idea is that you can only get one in the way.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
fine.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Not really,
And-
but I could use both to
And if you've
parry
ever
and
watched
block.
somebody try to use a spear and a shield at the same time, it's kind of funny.
Better to
If
use
it's
a
not in
spear
the
and
sh-
magic
if
helmet.
it's not in the shield wall, it's horrible.
You might cut your foot off with that shield. So he hits you for 6 points before soak.
Ouch.
Oh, and I've got soak of 1, so 5
No,
points.
you have higher soak than that.
So your soak
your
should
bronze
be your
3, right?
brawn and
Yeah.
any armor you're wearing.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that's
I've got
right,
soak
yeah.
of 4.
There we
Yeah,
go.
because he's used to the D&D system. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just not. I just didn't do the character sheet right, so.
That's fine.
Well, is it the first time using this system?
No, it's not.
Oh.
Not even close. I'm just.
Well then no, I'm done defending you.
Good,
It's-
good job trying to
Wow.
save a teammate
Wow.
there.
It's my first time having actual armor in this system, though.
Oh, okay.
Because
True
in
that.
the games I've been playing, it didn't really matter.
Yeah, so bronze in your armor.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
So he stabs at you and he pulls back a bloody spear and looks at you like this is it. It's tat-a-tat. He's gonna put you down as you guys are jockeying around each other.
And I'll smile at him.
And he's gonna totally save that blue for later. Okay, so
'Cause he's gonna need it.
who's going next?
Kevin with a blue die.
Yeah. What's this guy over here?
Nobody's noticed that guy really. I mean, he'd kind of passed by your notice originally, as he's got
Good measure.
as he's got a cloak, and you see he kind of like whips out a bow with this, this grayish cloak, and you notice that the person totally has a bow and arrow, and we'll do some bow and arrow shit shortly.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Nice.
Maybe
Aim
he
and
won't.
shoot.
And how close are you?
8. So it's medium.
And are you aiming?
Yes, I am.
So 2 blues.
One from a friend.
Yep.
You know what? Let's make life difficult. Okay. Ready when you are.
Well,
nice.
It's a hit.
Not bad.
it's a hit.
It's a hit.
That's a longbow. Damn.
Not much fancy, but it's a hit, and it's a solid hit. So 9 points before soak, huh?
Yeah.
Damn. That's longbow. Shit. I don't have a melee weapon. Freaking longbow. 8 points.
Wow. Go to bed, you goofball.
As he's mocking him in his Nordic tongue, saying, "Go to bed, you goofball." And the guy's like, "Qu'est-ce que c'est, boo?"
What you doing with your advantage?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a strain back.
Fair enough.
Okay, he is still on his feet, but he's definitely hurting there. 9 points before soak.
Yeah. Top
Are there
of the
rules for
order.
special arrows? I'm gonna.
Can find a way, probably.
Yeah.
I don't think special arrows in the list.
Are you
The-
gonna be the green arrow now?
No,
There's there's probably also talents.
like
Mhm.
armor
Oh,
piercing.
there's
Oh,
some
there's
great
definitely
talents.
the talents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hamstring. Oof.
Yep. It's a great
Okay. Top of the order. Next person's getting a blue. Who's doing what? As you're
Mm-hmm.
hearing the Viking
May-
warriors on the
may
other
I?
side of the boat
Go.
totally charge
Go for it.
forward, and everybody over there is finding a playmate.
I'm gonna roll onto this guy and raise my shield up and just start bashing it straight into his fucking skull.
Right
I'm gonna
into the
aim when I
knight?
do it.
Ooh.
Yeah, right into the knight's skull. I'm aiming while I'm doing
So you have 2 blue for that action.
it.
An inaccurate 1 or 2 on a regular.
Inaccurate 1.
Yeah.
I feel like he probably doesn't get to use his shield while down, though.
Oh,
You can
and you
pull
get
it up in front of you.
you get a blue because he is
Because he's prone.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
3 blues total.
Okay, and he's definitely going to remember his adversary 1.
Well, that's fine. That balances out with this.
Oh, spend that story point. Okay,
And
I've
you know
got
what?
it
I
in
got some
there.
strain to burn. I'll aim a second time.
Ooh, so we've got 4 blue versus 4 black versus 2 purple, one of which is red, versus your skill, one of which is gold. This is going to be a crazy ass roll. As you guys are seeing the Berserker and the Knight just going to town on each other.
All right. This is going to make or break my psyche right now.
They're getting shield sexy here, all sexier.
Oh my god. Wow.
As you guys are hearing the shield slam and he's pulling his shield and his sword arm up and pushing back from the relentless ka-dong, ka-dong, ka-dong from the shield. As
Thought it was supposed to be 4 black. What was it?
Inaccurate 1.
One is from the inaccurate on his
right.
side.
That's right.
Only 4 on my side. As he's swinging this inaccurate shield because it's just bulky and not custom made yet. We got a project.
Well, mine's inaccurate too. So
because you have a big one.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well,
you
for
have
this
3 advantage.
3 advantage. Can I
knock him down more?
Disarm.
Push him into the sand.
Can I put him in a position where for him to be able to get up, he has to do an opposed athletics roll against me?
Ooh, okay. Is you just like got your shield in both your hands and just smashing it down on him, holding him in position?
Yep.
Okay. He is being freaking put upon. Okay, so much happened in that roll. So much.
So many dice there.
And that's a great place to wrap it up there. Thank you for joining us on Ragnarok and Roll, where the world of Midgard comes alive through the Genesys RPG. If you enjoyed today's tale, don't forget to rate and review and subscribe wherever you get your favorite podcasts. Want to become a part of the saga? Follow us on patreon.com/cppn and support us for exclusive content, early access, and behind-the-scenes stories for our various RPGs. Until next time, may the gods watch over your journey. May your blade stay sharp and your saga echo throughout eternity.